Have you ever felt the sting of uncertainty? The quiet anxiety that gnaws at the edges of your peace when you think about the future, about your financial well-being. That underlying fear that perhaps, just perhaps, you are not truly in control, but rather a passenger tossed by the unpredictable waves of economic chance. Most of humanity lives under this subtle, often unspoken shadow. But it does not have to be your reality. There is a force, a power available to every single one of us that can transform that fear into fortitude, that uncertainty into unshakable confidence. It is not a secret formula locked away in a vault, nor a stroke of lottery luck. It is a quality forged from within. It is the power of financial discipline. This isn't merely about spreadsheets and budgets, though those are its tools. This is about a fundamental shift in your relationship with money, and more profoundly, with yourself. It's about recognizing that true wealth, the kind that brings not just comfort, but also freedom and peace of mind, is not stumbled upon by accident. It is built brick by deliberate brick upon the bedrock of disciplined habits. It is a roadmap, clear and true, leading from wherever you stand today to a future of abundance and security. What is this discipline? Is it a joyless existence of constant denial? A life stripped of pleasure? Far from it. Financial discipline understood in its true essence is not about restriction. It is about liberation. It is the key that unlocks the cage of debt. The key that frees you from the tyranny of living paycheck to paycheck, the key that empowers you to become the conscious architect of your financial destiny, rather than a passive victim of circumstance. Think of a mighty river. Undisciplined, it might flood, causing chaos and destruction, its immense power dissipated. But when channeled, when guided by strong banks and strategic dams, that same power can illuminate cities, irrigate vast farmlands, and drive progress. Your financial resources, however modest they may seem right now, hold a similar latent power. Financial discipline provides the channels, the guiding banks that direct this power towards the creation of wealth security and the fulfillment of your deepest aspirations. It begins, as all true transformations do, in the mind. It's about cultivating a mindset that views financial discipline not as a burden, but as a badge of honor, a testament to your strength, your foresight, your commitment to a better future. It's about understanding that every dollar you earn carries with it a seed of potential, the potential to grow, to compound, to work for you, even while you sleep. The financially disciplined mind doesn't just see money as something to be spent, it sees it as a loyal soldier ready to be deployed in the strategic campaign for your financial independence. Consider the story of Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history. His legendary wealth was not built on reckless gambles or speculative frenzy. It was built upon a foundation of profound financial discipline, of patient long-term investment, of living below his means, and of reinvesting his earnings with unwavering consistency. He understood from a young age the miraculous power of compound interest, a concept Albert Einstein purportedly called the eighth wonder of the world. And he harnessed that power through decades of disciplined saving and astute investment. His life is a living testament to the fact that the deliberate, consistent application of sound financial principles can lead to extraordinary outcomes. You are not defined by your current financial situation. You are defined by your choices, by your habits, by the discipline you are willing to cultivate, starting today. The journey to riches, to financial freedom, doesn't require a genius intellect or a privileged background. It requires a commitment, a decision whispered in the quiet chambers of your own heart. I will be the master of my money, not its servant. This is the first crucial step on your roadmap to riches. It is the awakening of the disciplined mind, the realization that within you lies the power to sculpt a future of prosperity. One deliberate, disciplined choice at a time. This commitment to financial discipline, this internal resolve to master your monetary world, gains its true potency when it is fused with an unshakable belief. Belief in the principles of financial success, and more importantly, belief in your own inherent ability to apply them consistently. For without belief, discipline becomes a fragile construct easily shattered by the first gust of temptation or the first wave of discouragement. What do you truly believe about your capacity to manage money effectively? Do you harbor hidden narratives that whisper, "I'm just not good with money," or "It's too complicated for me," or "People like me never get rich"? These are the invisible chains forged in the fires of past experiences or societal conditioning that can hold you prisoner, preventing you from even attempting to walk the path of financial discipline. The roadmap to riches demands that you confront these limiting beliefs, that you drag them into the light of conscious awareness and systematically dismantle them. Replace them with empowering truths. I am capable of learning and mastering the principles of financial management. I have the strength and willpower to make disciplined financial choices. Financial abundance is not only possible for me, it is my birthright awaiting only my disciplined pursuit. Think of the athlete training for a marathon. The grueling hours, the aching muscles, the mental fatigue. What keeps them going? It is not just the physical discipline, but an unwavering belief in their ability to cross that finish line. They visualize the victory. They feel the elation they believe in their endurance, even when every fiber of their being screams for them to stop. This profound belief fuels their discipline, transforms pain into progress, and turns aspiration into achievement. Your journey towards financial freedom is your marathon. There will be days when it feels challenging to stick to your budget, to resist an impulsive purchase, to make that regular investment when other demands clamor for your attention. It is in these moments that your belief system becomes your most powerful ally. A deep-seated conviction that your disciplined efforts are leading you to a far greater reward. The reward of security, of freedom of choice, will provide the necessary resolve to stay the course. Consider the story of Madam C.J. Walker, born to former slaves, orphaned at a young age, who rose from poverty to become one of the first self-made female millionaires in America. Imagine the societal barriers, the economic hardships, the sheer improbability of her success. Yet she possessed an extraordinary belief in herself, in her products, and in her vision to empower other women. This belief fueled a relentless work ethic, a disciplined approach to her business, and an unwavering determination to overcome every obstacle. Her story is a resounding affirmation that belief coupled with discipline can move mountains of adversity. To cultivate this empowering belief, immerse yourself in the principles of financial literacy. Understand how money works. Learn about budgeting, saving, investing, and the dangers of consumer debt. Knowledge dispels fear and uncertainty, replacing it with confidence and a clear understanding of the path forward. As you learn, you will begin to see that financial success is not some esoteric mystery, but the logical outcome of applying proven principles with consistency. Affirm your financial capabilities daily. Declare your commitment to your financial goals. Visualize yourself living a life of financial abundance, not as a distant dream, but as an inevitable future you are actively creating. Surround yourself with positive influences, with individuals who also believe in the power of discipline and sound financial management. Let their success inspire you not to envy, but to emulate their empowering beliefs and disciplined habits. When you truly believe that you are capable of achieving financial mastery, the act of discipline transforms from a chore into a choice, from a sacrifice into an investment in your most cherished aspirations. Your belief becomes the bedrock upon which the entire edifice of your financial future is built. It is the unwavering compass that keeps you true to your roadmap, even when the journey is long or the path temporarily obscured. Nurture this belief, protect it fiercely, and let it be the guiding light that illuminates your journey to lasting riches and profound financial peace. With a mindset attuned to the empowering nature of financial discipline and a belief system that champions your ability to achieve it, the next critical waypoint on your roadmap to riches is clarity, a crystal clear understanding of your financial destination. For discipline without a defined goal is like a ship with a powerful engine, but no rudder. It may move with great force, but its journey is aimless, its arrival at any desirable port purely accidental. What does riches truly mean to you? Is it a specific net worth? An annual passive income that covers all your expenses and more? The ability to retire by a certain age? Freedom from debt? The capacity to fund your children's education without worry to travel the world to support causes you care deeply about vague aspirations like, "I want to be rich," are insufficient fuel for the engine of sustained discipline. Your goals must be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. SMART goals. This clarity is not just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about painting a vivid, compelling vision of the life that financial discipline will enable you to live. What does financial freedom feel like? What opportunities does it open up? How does it change your daily existence, your stress levels, your sense of possibility? The more detailed and emotionally resonant your vision, the more powerful its pull, the more steadfast your commitment to the discipline required to achieve it. Imagine an archer. Does she simply shoot arrows into the sky, hoping one will find its mark? No. She focuses intently on the target, her gaze unwavering, her every muscle aligned, her breath controlled. The clarity of her aim is paramount to her success. So too must you focus on your financial targets with unwavering clarity. Write down your financial goals. Don't just keep them in your head where they can become fuzzy and indistinct. Commit them to paper. Break down large, long-term goals into smaller, manageable milestones. If your goal is to save $1 million, what are the quarterly or annual saving targets that will get you there? This process of deconstruction makes the seemingly daunting achievable, providing a series of victories along the way that reinforce your discipline and build momentum. This clarity extends beyond just the destination. It also encompasses a clear understanding of your starting point. You must have an honest and accurate picture of your current financial situation, your income, your expenses, your assets, your liabilities. This is not a time for avoidance or wishful thinking. Acknowledging your financial reality without judgment is the essential first step in charting a course to your desired future. It's like a navigator needing to know the ship's current coordinates before plotting a course to a distant harbor. Consider the meticulous planning of early explorers setting out on transoceanic voyages. They didn't just point their ships in a general direction. They studied charts, understood currents and wind patterns, calculated provisions, and had a clear vision of the lands they sought. Their discipline and preparation, born from a clear objective, was crucial to their survival and eventual success. Similarly, your financial journey requires diligent preparation and a clear vision of your new world of financial independence. Once you have this clarity of your destination and your starting point, the path between the two begins to illuminate. You can then make informed decisions about the strategies needed to bridge the gap. The saving rates, the investment choices, the debt reduction plans. Your daily financial decisions are no longer haphazard. They become purposeful actions, each one a deliberate step towards your clearly defined goals. Review your goals and your vision regularly. Life changes, priorities shift, and your financial plan needs to be a living document capable of adapting. But the act of regularly revisiting your why, the life you are building, will reignite your motivation and reinforce your commitment to the disciplined actions required. This clarity transforms financial discipline from a vague concept into a concrete plan of action. It provides the what and the where, giving direction and meaning to your efforts. It ensures that every sacrifice made, every indulgence foregone, every dollar saved and invested is not a random act of self-denial, but a purposeful step on your clearly marked roadmap to the riches you deserve and desire. Without this clarity, you are merely wandering in the financial wilderness. With it, you become a focused traveler, confidently navigating your way to a predetermined and deeply desired destiny. This sharply defined vision of your financial future, this clear roadmap with its specific milestones, finds its deepest and most enduring power when it is connected to your purpose. The profound why that breathes life into your numbers and transforms your financial goals into a quest for something far greater than mere accumulation. Financial discipline, when anchored to a compelling purpose, transcends the mechanical acts of budgeting and saving. It becomes an expression of your core values, a vehicle for achieving your most meaningful aspirations. Why do you seek these riches? What will this financial strength empower you to do, to contribute? Is it to provide unwavering security and abundant opportunities for your family? Is it to free yourself from the constraints of a job that stifles your spirit, so you can pursue work that ignites your passion and utilizes your unique talents? Is it to create a legacy, to build something lasting? To fund philanthropic endeavors that alleviate suffering or advance a cause close to your heart? When your financial discipline serves a purpose larger than your own immediate gratification, it gains an almost unbreakable resilience. The inevitable temptations to stray from your path, the moments of discouragement or fatigue lose their power when measured against the compelling call of your deeper why. Purpose is the unwavering lighthouse that guides your ship through the darkest storms, keeping you steadfast on your course when lesser motivations might falter. Think of the sacrifices made by parents to ensure their children receive a good education. Their financial discipline, perhaps working extra hours, forgoing personal luxuries, diligently saving over many years, is fueled by a powerful purpose: the well-being and future success of their children. This love, this commitment makes their disciplined efforts not a burden, but a profound expression of their values. Or consider the entrepreneur who pours years of disciplined effort and personal financial risk into building a company. If the sole motivation is personal wealth, the journey can become a hollow pursuit, easily abandoned when significant obstacles arise. But if the entrepreneur is driven by a purpose to solve a critical problem, to create innovative products that improve lives, to build a company culture that empowers employees, then the financial discipline required becomes a noble endeavor infused with passion and perseverance. The potential for profit becomes a byproduct of creating immense value, a means to further the mission. The riches you seek through financial discipline should not be an end in themselves, but a means to a greater end. What does that end look like for you? Dig deep. Connect your financial aspirations to your most cherished dreams, your highest values, the legacy you wish to leave. This introspection is crucial. Without it, you might achieve your financial targets only to find a sense of emptiness, a realization that you climbed the ladder of success, only to find it leaning against the wrong wall. The story of Andrew Carnegie, a man who amassed an unimaginable fortune in the steel industry, is instructive. In his later years, he dedicated himself to philanthropy on an unprecedented scale, funding libraries, educational institutions, and peace initiatives. His famous essay, The Gospel of Wealth, articulated his belief that the rich have a moral obligation to use their wealth for the betterment of society. While his methods of accumulation were often controversial, His ultimate purpose in dispersing that wealth demonstrates how financial power can be harnessed for monumental good. His later life was driven by a powerful purpose beyond himself. When your financial discipline is aligned with such a purpose, your daily choices take on new significance. Saving that extra $100 is no longer just about a number in an account. It's a step closer to funding your child's dream, or achieving the freedom to pursue your passion project, or making a meaningful difference in the world. This connection provides an intrinsic motivation that is far more powerful and sustainable than any external reward. So as you meticulously chart your financial roadmap, take the time to define its ultimate destination, not just in dollars and cents, but in terms of the life it will enable you to live and the impact it will allow you to make. Let this purpose be your unwavering compass, your inexhaustible source of strength. When financial discipline is imbued with this profound sense of meaning, it ceases to be a mere strategy and becomes a sacred journey. A journey toward a life not only of riches, but of rich purpose and profound fulfillment. This is the soul of your roadmap, the beating heart that will keep you moving forward, resolute and inspired towards the abundance you are destined to create. Now, with a mindset firmly rooted in the liberating power of discipline, a belief in your capacity to achieve it, a crystal clear vision of your financial destination, and a profound purpose fueling your journey, we arrive at the very engine room of your roadmap to riches, the practical pillars of financial discipline. These are the concrete actions, the consistent habits that translate your aspirations into tangible wealth. They are not glamorous, perhaps, but they are the bedrock upon which all financial empires are built. The first pillar is conscious budgeting and tracking. This is the act of knowing with unwavering accuracy where your money comes from and where it goes. It's about creating a plan for your income, allocating funds to necessities, savings investments, and discretionary spending before the month begins. Many shy away from this, fearing what they might discover or finding it tedious. But the financially disciplined mind understands that ignorance is not bliss. It is a barrier to progress. A budget is not a financial straitjacket. It is a tool of empowerment. It gives you control, illuminates areas of waste, and ensures your spending aligns with your priorities and goals. Think of it as the detailed architectural blueprint for your financial house. Without it, you're building blind. The second pillar is deliberate and consistent saving. This is the cornerstone of wealth creation. It's the discipline of paying yourself first, of setting aside a portion of every dollar you earn, no matter how small, before any other expenses are met. This isn't about saving what's left over after spending. It's about making saving a non-negotiable priority. This saved capital is the seed corn for your future wealth. It's what you will use to weather emergencies, seize opportunities, and most importantly, to invest. The story of the richest man in Babylon, Ziguai, with its timeless advice to save at least a tenth of all you earn, echoes this fundamental truth. It's a simple principle, yet its consistent application over time yields miraculous results through the power of compounding. The third pillar is wise and mindful spending. Financial discipline doesn't mean you can never enjoy the fruits of your labor. It means making conscious choices about your expenditures, distinguishing between needs and wants, and avoiding the siren song of instant gratification that leads to impulsive, debt-fueled purchases. It's about seeking value, delaying gratification for larger future rewards, and asking yourself before every significant purchase, does this align with my long-term financial vision? Is this taking me closer to or further from my goals? This mindful approach plugs the leaks in your financial bucket, ensuring more of your hard-earned money stays with you and works for you. The fourth and perhaps most powerful pillar for long-term wealth creation is strategic investing. Saving alone is often not enough to achieve true financial independence, especially in an inflationary world. Your saved money must be put to work, allowed to generate more money. This involves understanding different investment vehicles, stocks, bonds, real estate businesses, and developing a strategy that aligns with your risk tolerance and long-term objectives. It requires education, patience, and the discipline to stay invested through market fluctuations. Think of great investors like Benjamin Graham Buffett's mentor, who advocated for value investing, a disciplined approach based on fundamental analysis rather than speculative whims. Investing is where your savings truly begin to multiply, transforming your financial trajectory from linear to exponential. The fifth pillar crucial for clearing the path to prosperity is proactive debt management. High-interest consumer debt, credit cards, personal loans, is a corrosive force, an anchor dragging down your financial progress. Financial discipline demands a strategic plan to eliminate such debt as quickly as possible, and then to avoid it assiduously. This may require temporary sacrifices, but the freedom and peace of mind that come from being debt-free are immeasurable. Not all debt is bad. A mortgage for a home or a loan for a business can be strategic investments, but unproductive high-cost debt is a wealth destroyer. These 5 pillars, budgeting, saving wise, spending, investing, and debt management, are not separate, isolated tactics. They are interconnected components of a holistic system. They require consistent application day in and day out. They are the habits that distinguish the financially successful from those who perpetually struggle. Think of building a magnificent cathedral. It doesn't appear overnight. It is built stone by carefully placed stone, each one laid with precision, and according to a master plan over years, sometimes decades of disciplined labor. Your financial freedom is that cathedral. These pillars are the stones. Your consistent, disciplined effort is the labor. This is not about perfection. There will be occasional missteps. The key is to not let a small lapse derail your entire journey. Acknowledge it, learn from it, and get back on track with your disciplined habits immediately. The power lies not in flawless execution, but in persistent, unwavering commitment to these fundamental principles. This is the practical, actionable core of your roadmap to riches, the daily work that transforms aspiration into abundance. With the pillars of budgeting, saving, mindful spending, strategic investing, and proactive debt management firmly established in your understanding, we now confront the critical phase where intention meets reality. The engine of action. All the knowledge, all the plans, all the clarity in the world are but dormant potential until they are ignited by the spark of consistent, deliberate action. The roadmap to riches is not a theoretical exercise. It is a path walked step by painstaking yet ultimately rewarding step. Financial discipline finds its true expression not in what you know, but in what you do day in and day out. It's in the small, seemingly insignificant choices that compounded over time create monumental shifts in your financial landscape. It's choosing to brew coffee at home instead of buying it daily and investing the difference. It's dedicating an hour each week to review your budget and track your expenses, even when you feel tired or unmotivated. It's making that automatic transfer to your savings and investment accounts the moment your paycheck arrives without hesitation or debate. The millionaire mindset, as Dale Carnegie himself would emphasize, is intrinsically action-oriented. Carnegie didn't just teach people to think about public speaking or human relations. He compelled them to practice to engage actively with the principles. Similarly, financial discipline is a verb. It requires you to move beyond passive learning and become an active participant in the construction of your wealth. Consider the legendary discipline of Benjamin Franklin. He famously created a list of 13 virtues he wished to cultivate, focusing on one each week, meticulously tracking his progress. This systematic, action-oriented approach to self-improvement was a hallmark of his life. and contributed significantly to his success as a statesman, inventor, and businessman. He didn't just wish for a better character or greater success, he engineered it through disciplined daily actions. Your financial character can be built in the same way. What are the daily, weekly, and monthly actions that will bring your financial plan to life? Perhaps it's setting up automated bill payments to avoid late fees and protect your credit score. Perhaps it's committing to a no-spend day once a week to curb impulse buying. Perhaps it's dedicating a specific amount of time each month to furthering your financial education, reading books or articles on investing or personal finance. Perhaps it's scheduling regular money dates with your partner to discuss financial goals and progress, ensuring you are both aligned and motivated. The key is to break down your larger financial disciplines into small, manageable actions that can be integrated into your existing routines. The power of habit is immense. Once these positive financial actions become ingrained habits, they require less willpower, less conscious effort. They become an automatic part of who you are and how you operate. Think of James Clear's concept of atomic habits. Tiny changes that yield remarkable results over time. Your journey to riches is built not on grand, sporadic gestures, but on the consistent execution of these small, powerful financial habits. Procrastination is the thief of financial destiny. The temptation to say, "I'll start tomorrow, I'll budget next month, I'll invest when I have more money," is a siren song leading to the shores of regret. The financially disciplined mind understands that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is today. There is no perfect moment to start. The act of starting, however imperfectly, creates momentum. Don't be paralyzed by the fear of making mistakes. You will make them. Everyone does. The financial markets are complex. Life is unpredictable. The crucial thing is to learn from these mistakes, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward. Action provides feedback. Inaction provides nothing but the status quo. Celebrate your progress along the way. When you hit a savings milestone, acknowledge it. When you successfully stick to your budget for a month, reward yourself in a way that doesn't derail your progress, of course. These small celebrations reinforce positive behavior and keep your motivation high. The road to financial freedom is paved with the cobblestones of consistent, disciplined action. Each day offers a new opportunity to lay another stone to reinforce your good habits, to take one more step towards your ultimate vision. Embrace this daily practice. Let your actions be a testament to your commitment. For it is in the diligent, unwavering execution of your financial plan that the true power of discipline is unleashed, transforming your roadmap from a mere document into the lived reality of ever-increasing abundance. This is where your journey truly takes flight. As you diligently apply these pillars of financial discipline through consistent action, building your fortress of financial well-being, brick by brick, an often overlooked yet profoundly powerful element must be woven into your daily practice: gratitude. It may seem paradoxical. How can appreciating what you have help you acquire more? Yet gratitude is a potent catalyst in the alchemy of abundance, shifting your entire energetic and psychological posture towards attracting and recognizing further prosperity. When you are actively practicing financial discipline, making sacrifices, delaying gratification, meticulously tracking your pennies, it can sometimes feel arduous. Gratitude is the balm that soothes this effort, transforming a sense of deprivation into a feeling of empowered choice and progress. It's about acknowledging and appreciating every step forward, no matter how small. Being grateful for the $50 you managed to save this week, for the small debt you just paid off, for the investment that grew. Even a tiny percentage shifts your focus from what you still lack to what you are actively achieving. This state of appreciation does several remarkable things. Firstly, it reinforces positive behavior. When you feel good about the disciplined actions you're taking, you are more likely to continue them. It's a psychological reward system. Secondly, gratitude opens your mind to seeing more opportunities. A mind clouded by dissatisfaction or a sense of scarcity often misses the subtle openings, the potential windfalls, the creative solutions that are all around. A grateful mind, however, is an open, receptive mind, attuned to the frequency of abundance. Think of the simple act of tending a small garden. If you only focus on the weeds you haven't pulled or the pests you haven't conquered, the task becomes overwhelming and joyless. But if you also take moments to appreciate the first sprout, the vibrant color of a blooming flower, the taste of the first fruit, the entire experience is transformed. Your financial journey is that garden. Cultivate it with disciplined action. Yes, but also water it with consistent gratitude. Consider those who have achieved great financial success and maintained a sense of inner peace. Many, like Oprah Winfrey, who often emphasizes her gratitude, journals actively cultivate this quality. They understand that financial wealth without a sense of gratitude can lead to a hollow existence, a perpetual chasing of more, without ever feeling truly content with enough for the present moment. Gratitude anchors you, allowing you to enjoy the journey, not just fixate on the destination. How do you integrate gratitude into your financial discipline? Start by acknowledging your current resources, however modest. Be thankful for your income, for your ability to earn, for the roof over your head, for the food on your table. This isn't about ignoring your desire for more. It's about building a foundation of appreciation for what already is. When you review your budget, don't just see the numbers. See the security your emergency fund is starting to provide. See the future freedom your investment account represents. Feel gratitude for your ability to make conscious choices with your money. When you make a debt payment, feel a sense of gratitude for reducing your burdens and moving towards financial liberation. When you choose to save or invest instead of making an impulsive purchase, be grateful for your growing willpower and foresight. This practice shifts the energy around money from one of stress and anxiety to one of empowerment and positive expectation. It aligns you with the principle of attraction. That which you appreciate, appreciates. While this isn't magic, there's a profound psychological truth here. A positive, grateful outlook makes you more resilient, more creative, and more likely to recognize and seize opportunities. Furthermore, expressing gratitude for the financial knowledge you acquire, for the mentors or resources that guide you, creates a positive feedback loop. People are more willing to help and share with those who are appreciative. Opportunities are more likely to flow towards those who recognize and value them. This doesn't mean you ignore challenges or pretend that financial difficulties don't exist. It means you consciously choose to focus on progress, on lessons learned, on the blessings that are present, even amidst difficulties. It's about finding the silver lining, appreciating the strength you are building by navigating financial hurdles. Let gratitude be the quiet companion to your disciplined efforts. Let it soften the hard edges of sacrifice and amplify the joy of every small victory. As you diligently follow your roadmap to riches, remember that a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles, both large and small. It ensures that your journey toward financial abundance is not just a pursuit of numbers, but a path filled with contentment, appreciation, and an ever-expanding sense of well-being. This harmonious blend of discipline and gratitude will make your roadmap not just effective, but also deeply enriching. As you diligently navigate your roadmap to riches propelled by disciplined action and a grateful heart, you will inevitably encounter the shifting landscapes of life. Economies fluctuate, personal circumstances change, new opportunities arise, and unexpected challenges materialize. This is where the crucial qualities of adaptability in your financial strategies and resilience in the face of setbacks become your indispensable allies. A rigid plan, however, well-intentioned, can shatter against the unforeseen. A resilient spirit, however, can bend, learn, and emerge stronger. Adaptability in your financial discipline means recognizing that your roadmap is a living document, not a static decree. While the core principles of budgeting, saving, wise spending, investing, and debt management remain constant, the specific tactics and allocations may need to evolve. Perhaps a new career path changes your income stream. Perhaps a growing family alters your spending priorities. Perhaps market conditions necessitate a re-evaluation of your investment portfolio. The financially disciplined individual doesn't see these changes as disruptions to be feared, but as new data points requiring intelligent adjustments. Think of a skilled sailor. She sets her course based on the best available information, but she constantly monitors the winds and currents, ready to adjust her sails or even alter her route to navigate effectively. She doesn't stubbornly sail into a storm if a safer passage can be found. Similarly, your financial journey requires this nautical skill, the ability to stay true to your ultimate destination, financial freedom, while being flexible in how you get there. This might mean temporarily reducing savings to deal with an unexpected medical expense, or aggressively increasing investments when a windfall occurs. It's about making informed, conscious pivots rather than being passively buffeted by change. Consider the evolution of investment strategies over time. What worked splendidly a generation ago might be less effective in today's globalized, technologically driven markets. The adaptable investor stays informed, educates themselves on new asset classes or financial tools, and is willing to adjust their portfolio to reflect changing realities and opportunities, always within the bounds of their risk tolerance and long-term goals. They don't chase fads, but they also don't cling anachronistically to outdated methods. Then comes resilience, the bedrock of enduring success. Financial journeys are rarely smooth. You might experience an investment loss. You might face a job layoff. You might make a poor financial decision that sets you back. These are not reflections of your worth, nor are they necessarily signs that your plan is failing. They are part of the human experience, part of the learning curve. Resilience is the ability to absorb these shocks, learn the inherent lessons, and bounce back with renewed determination rather than succumbing to discouragement and abandoning your disciplined path. Recall Thomas Edison, whose laboratory famously burned to the ground, destroying years of research and equipment. His response: "Thank God all our mistakes are burned up. Now we can start fresh again." That is resilience in its most potent form. He didn't dwell on the loss. He saw an opportunity to rebuild better and wiser. When you face a financial setback, can you adopt a similar mindset? Can you extract the lesson? Forgive yourself for any missteps and refocus on your roadmap with even greater resolve. Building financial resilience involves several key elements. 1. Having an emergency fund. This is your financial shock absorber, providing a cushion against unexpected job loss, medical bills, or urgent repairs, preventing you from derailing your long-term investments or going into debt. 2. Diversification in investments. Not putting all your eggs in one basket reduces the impact if one particular investment performs poorly. 3. A long-term perspective. Understanding that markets fluctuate and that short-term downturns are often temporary helps you stay the course with your investments rather than panic selling. 4. Continuous learning. The more you understand about personal finance and investing, the better equipped you are to navigate challenges and make sound decisions under pressure. 5. A strong support system, discussing your challenges with a trusted mentor, financial advisor, or supportive peers can provide perspective and encouragement. The power of financial discipline is not just in making progress during good times, but in maintaining your trajectory or recovering quickly during challenging times. It's this ability to weather the storms that truly solidifies your path to lasting riches. Each setback overcome builds your financial muscle, your confidence, and your wisdom. So embrace adaptability as your strategic partner and cultivate resilience as your unwavering inner strength. Let your financial plan be robust yet flexible. Let your spirit be unyielding in the face of adversity. With these qualities fortifying your disciplined efforts, your roadmap to riches becomes not just a plan, but an unbreakable commitment to a future of abundance, regardless of the twists and turns along the way. You will not just reach your destination. You will arrive there stronger, wiser, and more capable than when you began. As we approach the culmination of this exploration into the power of financial discipline, we arrive at a principle that underpins and perpetually refines every other aspect of your roadmap to riches: the unwavering commitment to continuous learning and the pursuit of financial wisdom. In a world of ever-evolving economies, new investment vehicles, and changing regulations, the decision to remain a lifelong student of personal finance is not merely beneficial. It is an absolute necessity for sustained success and growth. The financial landscape is not static. What constitutes sage advice today might be outdated tomorrow. The financially disciplined mind recognizes this and embraces a posture of humble curiosity, understanding that there is always more to learn, new strategies to understand, and deeper insights to gain. Those who believe their financial education concluded with their formal schooling, or that they know enough, inadvertently cap their own potential and expose themselves to unforeseen risks. Think of the most accomplished professionals in any field: medicine, technology, arts. Do they cease learning once they achieve a certain level of mastery? No. They are invariably the most dedicated students, constantly updating their knowledge, honing their skills, and exploring new frontiers. Your journey to financial mastery demands this same dedication. Warren Buffett, well into his 90s, still spends hours each day reading and learning, absorbing information that informs his investment decisions. He exemplifies the principle that intellectual capital is the most valuable asset, one that compounds just as powerfully as financial capital. This pursuit of financial wisdom encompasses several areas. 1. Understanding core economic principles. How do inflation, interest rates, and market cycles impact your finances and investments? 2. Deepening investment knowledge. Learning about different asset classes: stocks, bonds, real estate, commodities, risk management, portfolio, diversification, and long-term investment strategies. 3. Staying abreast of tax laws. Tax regulations can significantly impact your investment returns and overall wealth. Understanding how to optimize your finances for tax efficiency is a crucial skill. 4. Learning about estate planning. As you build wealth, it becomes important to understand how to protect it and pass it on according to your wishes. 5. Developing behavioral finance awareness. Understanding the psychological biases that can lead to poor financial decisions, like fear-driven selling or greed-fueled speculation, can help you avoid common pitfalls. How do you engage in this continuous learning? Read voraciously books by respected financial authors, reputable financial journals, articles from trusted sources. Follow credible financial news and analysis. Consider courses or seminars on topics where you feel your knowledge is lacking. Seek out mentors or engage with a qualified financial advisor who prioritizes client education. Join communities or discussion groups where you can learn from the experiences and insights of others. Most importantly, learn from your own experiences, both successes and mistakes. Analyze what happened, why it happened, and what you can do differently next time. This commitment to financial education transforms you from a passive recipient of financial advice into an empowered, informed decision maker. It allows you to ask better questions, to critically evaluate opportunities, and to take confident ownership of your financial future. It demystifies the world of money, stripping away its perceived complexity and revealing it as a system that can be understood and mastered. The beautiful irony is that the more you learn about money, the less anxious you often become. Knowledge dispels fear. Understanding breeds confidence. This educational journey is not just about accumulating more facts. It's about cultivating financial wisdom. The ability to apply knowledge prudently to achieve your long-term goals. Let your thirst for financial knowledge be insatiable. Let your commitment to growth be unwavering. This ongoing education is not an expense. It is the most critical investment you can make in securing and expanding your riches. It ensures that your roadmap is always informed by the best available knowledge, that your discipline is guided by wisdom, and that your journey towards financial abundance is not just successful, but also intellectually stimulating and profoundly empowering. This is the capstone of your disciplined approach, ensuring your financial house is built not just on strong pillars, but on an ever-expanding foundation of wisdom. And so, we arrive not at an end, but at a profound beginning. The power of financial discipline. This roadmap to riches we have traversed is now laid bare before you, not as a theoretical ideal, but as a tangible, achievable reality. It is a call to arms, a declaration of your inherent capacity to sculpt a future of abundant security and profound personal freedom. This journey begins not with a windfall or a stroke of luck, but with a quiet revolution within the decision to become the unwavering master of your financial destiny. It's the understanding that true wealth is not found, but forged. Forged in the fires of consistent effort, shaped by the tools of conscious budgeting, diligent saving, mindful spending, strategic investing, and proactive debt management. These are not chains of restriction, but the very keys that unlock the doors to a life of expansive choice. Remember the unshakable belief required. Belief in these timeless principles, and more crucially, belief in your ability to implement them day after dedicated day. Let clarity be your compass, painting a vivid, compelling vision of the life you are building, a life so enticing it pulls you forward through every challenge. And let that vision be anchored in a purpose that transcends dollars and cents, a why that infuses your every disciplined act with meaning, transforming your efforts from mere tasks into a noble quest. Embrace the engine of action, for plans without execution are but fleeting dreams. It is in the small, consistent daily deeds. The dollar saved, the investment made, the impulse purchase resisted, that the grand edifice of your financial independence is constructed. Let gratitude be your constant companion, illuminating your progress, transforming sacrifice into satisfaction, and attracting ever more abundance into your sphere. Prepare to adapt, for the path is rarely straight. Cultivate the flexibility to adjust your sails as the winds of fortune shift, and the resilience to rise stronger and wiser from any temporary setback. And through it all, commit to the unending pursuit of financial wisdom. Let your mind remain open, your curiosity engaged, your knowledge ever expanding. For this is the ultimate guarantor of your lasting success. The power of financial discipline is not a gift bestowed upon a favored few. It is a skill learned, a muscle built, a habit cultivated. It is available to you right now, regardless of your starting point. The past does not dictate your future unless you allow it. Today, you can draw a line in the sand. Today, you can choose a different path. Today, you can lay the first stone on your roadmap to riches. This is more than just accumulating money. It is about reclaiming your peace of mind. It is about creating security for yourself and your loved ones. It is about unlocking the freedom to pursue your passions, to live life on your own terms, to make a meaningful impact on the world. It is about building a legacy of prudence, foresight, and strength. The journey requires patience. It demands perseverance. There will be moments of doubt, times of temptation, but the rewards, the quiet confidence of financial security, the exhilarating freedom of choice, the profound satisfaction of self-mastery, are beyond measure. You hold the chisel. You possess the strength. The unformed marble of your financial future awaits your skilled and disciplined hand. What masterpiece will you create? The roadmap is clear. The power is within you. The time to begin is not tomorrow, not next week, but now. Step forward with courage, with conviction, with unwavering discipline. Embrace this path and walk confidently towards the riches, in every sense of the word, that you so richly deserve. Your abundant future awaits your command.